Superintendent of Schools, members of the Board of Education, distinguished guests, district administrators, faculty, parents, relatives, friends, and members of the class of 2017. Good evening and welcome to the annual commencement exercises for Wethersfield High School. The class of 2017 is now present and prepared for these academic ceremonies. To officially open tonight's ceremony, I am pleased to introduce Lucas Buick, Vice President of the class of 2017.
As Vice President of the 2017, I am pleased and proud to ask you to join me in our Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I am honored to call upon my fellow senior class choir members who will sing our national anthem. Please join them in this tribute to our country.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please be seated. This year, the class of 2017 suffered a very difficult loss this fall with the passing of their classmate, Vanessa Carbone. So I'd like to all please have a moment of silence in her memory at this time. Thank you. There are a number of people that we would like to take a moment to recognize this evening. Thomas Dowd and Ling Chi from the class of 2018, who are serving as marshals for this evening, and those faculty, staff members, and parents who worked so intensely in preparing these commencement exercises. Thank you to our graduation secretary, Suzanne Curtin, who coordinated our graduation ceremony. In attendance this evening, supporting his class of 2017, is Mr. John Cicente. Pops, could you just stand up? Thank you to those parents who have coordinated, fundraised, organized, and who will be supervising the Safe After graduation party at the Community Center this evening. And I would like to take a moment to recognize the assistant principals, the athletic director, the school counselors, and the faculty members for their outstanding dedication and efforts in the education of the students at Wethersfield High School. This is truly a team effort, and the diplomas that are being presented this evening not only reflect the hard work of the students, but also the perseverance and commitment of elementary, middle, and high school teachers, central office administrators and staff, paraprofessionals, secretaries, custodians, and cafeteria workers. I think they all deserve a round of applause. At this time, I'd like to have all the parents of the graduates please stand up. Congratulations and a large thank you are in order for you this evening. You have enabled your children to reach their milestones, and I know they appreciate your efforts. Thank you, and you may be seated. And now, I'd like to have all the grandparents of the graduates please stand up. You have seen these children as infants, and now you see them on the brink of adulthood. Your nurturing and caring efforts on behalf of your grandchildren have helped make them the people they are today. On behalf of the class of 2017, thank you. I'd like to now congratulate Lynn Landers for achieving the rank of salutatorian for the 2017 graduating class of Wethersfield High School. Dedication and a strong work ethic are qualities that best describe Lynn. Whether she is leading her swim and tennis teams to victories or exceeding the expectations of the teachers in the most demanding courses. This bright, talented young lady has the motivation and drive to create her own success. Raising the bar only seems to create a greater drive in Lynn to reach that beyond, to reach the highest levels. Lynn has also possesses great compassion for those in need, which has made her a role model in and out of the classroom and throughout our community. This diligent student balances all her activities, which included varsity sports and band, with ease. She has taken on the responsibilities of student government as treasurer throughout her high school years. It is very apparent that her peers recognize her leadership qualities early in their tenure at Wethersfield High School. As one of the youngest students in her graduating class, Lynn has proven that there is no limit to her abilities. So I am honored to introduce the salutatorian of the class of 2017, Lynn Landers.
Thank you. Good afternoon, and welcome members of the Board of Education, faculty, family, friends, and most importantly, the class of 2017. I want to begin by saying how incredibly honored I am to have this opportunity to represent our graduating class, even though there are many more people who are more qualified than me, whose voice probably wouldn't be shaking as much as mine is right now. None of us would be here if it weren't for the guidance and assistance from our families, teachers, friends, counselors, and the administration. They all have done so much work behind the scenes, so thank you. Personally, I could not have done it without the support of my family, encouragement from my friends, Carrie, Katie, Rachel, and Anna. Sorry, I had to shout them out. And thesaurus.com for making me sound smarter, or should I say more intellectually savvy than I actually am. I also feel it is my duty to warn and prepare you all for the dozens of times you will hear that we were the only class to have gone through each stage of the renovation. Yes, this is true, but we have lived through much more. We survived the Flappy Bird epidemic, hundreds of fire drills, Mr. Motor's pop quizzes, being subjected to listen to Let It Go in both Spanish and English, not being allowed to eat in the library, and a countless number of sporting events that took place somewhere other than WHS. While we've gone through a lot, we all somehow earned our diplomas and survived high school. Never again will we have to wait in the long line on J Street, which will inevitably make us late to class. We will never have to deal with a stupid high school drama like how two girls have the same prom dress or use the same Instagram caption. And never again will we have to eat the floury cookies from the cafeteria. But now we have college food to look forward to, which has to be better, right? Anyways, we did it, we survived. When thinking of a topic to talk about, all that came to mind was fear, because I knew that would be the only emotion I'd be feeling right now. To be completely honest, I hate public speaking, and I've never had this many eyes on me at once. And if anyone's wondering, it's about 4,000 eyes. I did the math. But now who knows how many, since we're live streaming it. But when you have an opportunity like this, you must take full advantage, even if you are scared. I, only having 17 years under my belt and a great percentage of that time spent studying, I know this much. If you live within your zone of comfort, you will never experience all that the world has to offer. I've come to learn that without fear, no progress would ever be made. No matter if you're going off to college, the armed forces, or entering the working world, don't be afraid of being uncomfortable. While this may be the first time you are living away from home, don't use it as an excuse to back away from a new challenge. I encourage you all to embrace your fears and use them to your advantage in the future. Go out into the world ready to encounter obstacles and hardships, but don't give in to your fears. I will leave you with a quote that Babe Ruth and Hilary Duff once said, "Never let the fear of striking out keep you from playing the game." Thank you, and congrats to the class of 2017.
And at this time, I would like to introduce our next speaker, the president of the class of 2017, Lily Bello.
Welcome and congratulations to the class of 2017. 4 years ago, this day seemed like a lifetime away for most of us, so it's hard to believe we finally made it, but we did. We may have struggled through all those early morning classes, late nights after sports practices, and countless hours of homework, but now it's all worth it. Our 720 days of high school are complete. I did the math as well. And within the hour, we will all walk away diploma in hand as alumni. As a class, we've overcome challenges that nobody could have predicted we would face, from a never-ending renovation to losing one of our own. But as our former First Lady Michelle Obama said, you should never view your challenges as a disadvantage. Instead, it's important for you to understand that your experience facing and overcoming adversity is actually one of your biggest advantages. The challenges we face may have been uncomfortable at the time, but these experiences are what have caused us to grow up together, leaving behind our immaturities and learning how to be strong, both as individuals and as a class. In the past 4 years, these challenges have led us to learn. Learn how to make wise decisions, learn how to stand up for ourselves when we are challenged by others, and learn how to be strong in demanding situations. As with any learning experience, we all made our mistakes. There were times for all of us where we wanted to give up, but instead we rose to the challenge and pushed through it, sometimes enthusiastically, and sometimes not so much. None of us could have anticipated what we would have to work through, but we all made it, so we all have reason to celebrate. In our celebration, we also have to reflect and look back on what we've lost. This year was a particularly difficult one for our class. As we discussed before, we lost a fellow classmate about 6 months ago. She was not only a classmate to most. I can speak for some of us in saying we lost a best friend who we will cherish and miss for the rest of our lives. Vanessa Carbone was a ray of light to just about everyone who knew her, with an attitude that quite honestly scared the crap out of most people. She was an extremely dedicated person and was due to graduate in January, but still planned on walking across this metaphorical stage that is behind me tonight. Today, as we walk across the stage together, I ask that everyone keeps her in your thoughts and prayers and just remembers how precious life is. Be thankful that you have your health and a bright future ahead of you. I know that everyone is well aware of the renovation, and it's expected and even cliche that I talk about it, but it was such a defining factor in our high school career because we were the real first class to graduate having lived through the renovation. I'm sorry to anyone in the class of 2016 who would argue otherwise. We take pride in knowing we were able to stay focused for the past 4 years, even though we worked with construction workers and demolition every day. One of the most important things we learned with all of this, to expect the unexpected. We were the kids running around like a hamster in a maze trying to find an open staircase since they changed once a week and we would get a detention if we went to the wrong one. This taught us not only how to adapt to our environment, but also how to be creative, both in how we got to class and in the excuses we used for why we were late. We also learned how to not sweat the small stuff, quite literally. With sketchy climate control during the renovation in most of our classrooms, our class specifically learned how to avoid sweat stains and to always carry a winter coat at all times. And just when we thought the trouble was over, these things popped out of nowhere. So if I can have a moment of all the faculty that's here, if you could check that the class of 2017 is wearing their IDs and report it back to Mr. Moore, that would be awesome. Thank you very much. So the challenge of keeping an ID on you may not seem difficult for most people, but for us, it was just another one of those changes that we had trouble adjusting to. These struggles we faced, no matter how small, have shaped us into a group that is able to handle tough situations, making us the most adaptive class to exit WHS. We will be entering the world as a group who will be able to make the most of whatever environment we encounter. At this time, I'd like to thank all of the teachers for leading us in the right direction, all of the administrators for putting up with our wild side, and all of the parents for always believing in us and for getting us to where we are today. I'd like to take a moment to especially thank my own parents. I wouldn't be standing here without their support and the support of my family. To the class of 2017, look forward to what the future has in store for you. College and whatever other choices you'll be making will go by in the blink of an eye, and we're going to be off doing amazing things. Keep working hard and trying your best, because we all have the capability to be great if we put our minds to it. Congratulations again to the class of 2017, and best of luck in all your future endeavors. Thank you very much.
Next, I would like to congratulate Emil Monasterial for achieving the rank of valedictorian for the 2017 graduating class of Wethersfield High School. Emil Monasterial is a charismatic student who has met many successes in his time here at WHS. Emil is a member of the National Honor Society and is currently the president. He was also inducted into the Spanish National Honor Society, the National English Honor Society, and the National Social Studies Honor Society, where he serves on the executive board as the communications officer. When Emil commits himself to something, he goes above and beyond, as is seen in his academics. He has the same spirit when joining clubs and activities. He has been part of the math team, the Young Democrats, and the WHS band as a trumpet player. Emil is currently the president of the Environmental Club and the co-captain of the Jets Club, where he previously served as CAD lead and assistant captain. This past fall, Emil founded the MIT Launch Club at WHS. Emil's involvement with MIT Launch has furthered his love for entrepreneurship and his passion for making an impact on the world. Emil often feels that there are not enough hours in the day to accomplish all that he wants to do. He has excelled above and beyond academically and has held numerous officer positions for the clubs and activities in which he participates. He is also self-taught with computer programming languages such as JavaScript. No matter what Emil does, he gives it his all. Northeastern University is very lucky to have him as an incoming freshman next fall. It is my pleasure to turn over the microphone to the valedictorian of the class of 2017, Emil Monasterio.
All right, hopefully this cap doesn't get too much in the way. So while writing my speech, I went through a couple drafts. I tried to think back to the speeches of recent years, and I tried to get inspiration from the ideas they outlined. Some, or should I say most, talked about the school's incessant construction and how it affected their classes' time at WHS. Others filled their speech with musings of following our dreams, of how the world is our oyster, and how hard work will get us anywhere in life. These were usually ripe with anecdotes of profound experiences with a teacher, a coach, a fellow student, or all of the above. Somewhere sprinkled in there was a quote from some athlete, celebrity, or famous political figure, which added levity to their remarks. As I thought back to these speeches, I felt that I wouldn't be able to do justice to any of their themes. I definitely appreciated the optimism behind their sentiments about dreams and success, but felt that I didn't have a good enough story with a moral that I could warp into showing how we all win in the end. Likewise, I could easily take the easy way out and speak solely about construction, seeing as we are the only class to have lived through all 4 years of it. However, while looking at the past speeches, I found a connection, a common theme which linked the experiences faced by every class. That is, throughout our lives, we are all faced with unexpected outcomes. Not many things go 100% as planned. As a class and as individuals, we have all been met with unanticipated changes that have added a bit of surprise to our lives. That surprise can manifest itself in a multitude of different ways, from stress to shock, from a mild inconvenience to a life-changing event. These unexpected outcomes and the additional growth they incite can affect us in a myriad of manners. Something as superficial as the construction's ever-fluctuating schedule has plagued us all throughout our time at WHS. Many people thought that would hinder our learning, but I guess its effects have been minimal, as most of you are here today. Some unexpected events are 100% positive, such as Disney announcing that there will be a Star Wars film every year. However, I bet that most of you believe that unexpected outcomes are all negative. Maybe it's because you missed that crucial shot at the championship game. Maybe it's because you failed the test you needed to get an A in the class. Maybe you were met with an unwanted result for a class or even presidential election. Sure, it stung the moment it happened. However, life goes on. You took the hit and you're still alive. When you take the time to reflect on the obstacles you've faced, you will come to realize that all of them make you stronger and have a positive effect. This year, I experienced the worst day of my life. I was in shock that all my dreams could be dashed in the span of a single hour. I wanted to quit, to stop coming to school, to stop trying in a way to convince myself that I never truly cared about my dreams. However, a pain worse than failing at achieving your goals is giving up entirely. You can't let unexpected results stop you. You have to just go with the flow and take each shortcoming as an opportunity to grow and refocus. Especially since I just did a speech at Webb, standing here reminds me of my elementary school graduation. Oddly enough, they ranked us in elementary school. Whoever had the highest GPA was given some sort of plaque or picture frame. I wouldn't know because I didn't win it. Though looking back, I realized that being first in your class in 6th grade means nothing. At 11 years old, I felt like such a failure for not receiving this award. I expressed my sadness to my dad, expecting him to be immensely disappointed in me, especially since my sister had gotten it the year prior. Instead, he took me aside with a pen and a piece of paper and drew a tiny dot in the middle of it. He told me that the dot represented how much I knew, and the blank space represented what I had yet to learn. This lesson resonated with me throughout middle school and high school, driving my thirst for knowledge both inside and outside of the classroom. I guess in a sense, failing to rank first in 6th grade has brought me to this podium. So to the class of 2017, though we still know little, we are thankfully met with the opportunity to further our learning. As you continue to write your story, I urge you all to do your best to fill multiple pages with ink. Life isn't just a one-page health article. Be sure to let your pen flow freely and don't feel entitled to cross out any errors. Maybe you'll end up conquering the world while you do it. Thank you.
My name is Fiona Dunn, and I am the Vice President of the National Honor Society. I would now like to introduce the mayor of the town of Wethersfield, the Honorable Paul Montanari, who will offer his greetings.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So on behalf of the town of Wethersfield and our elected officials who are here this evening, I am so pleased to have the honor of welcoming parents, family, and friends, and most of all, you guys, the class of 2017. We do a lot of things in town as elected officials. This is one of my favorites because it's such a great night, high energy. You guys are excited, I'm sure, to get through and get that diploma, but celebrate later with your family and friends. I think it's actually interesting to be in here tonight in the gym. I know we always say, well, we hope we get to be outside on the cove, and the weather decisions are always tough ones to make, but and when I stood here this evening as you were coming in, I actually thought this had incredible energy, and the building is so great, and it's totally appropriate when you think about the fact that you are the first class to graduate the finished high school. So to do it in here, you've just put your signature on the gym, so it's kind of a special thing, I think. So your class, 17, you have a wonderful reputation. Now, you might think as elected officials we don't pay a lot of attention to that, but the truth is we do. I get a chance to see a lot of you in different roles, whether it's participating in social events or participating in contributions that you make throughout town. You are regarded as so cooperative and flexible. I know you've endured the whole thing about the school, and many of you have remarked about how you navigated through the 4 years of renovation. But most of all, I think it's really clear that your class never complained. You could sometimes have to take entirely different change in routine and to make it work. But you've always smiled and accommodated, and whether it's faculty or the administration, even family and friends have said, this class has just been so great about that. You've just figured it out, and you've made it lighthearted and humorous. That's a real tribute to you. And because you are really the first graduating class of this new flagship facility, this is something I think you'll carry with you, and it respects your great spirit. Your good spirit is also translated in other ways. You've had incredibly high academic performance. Your GPAs are higher than ever before, and your standardized test grades are the best that we've ever seen in many, many years. They've escalated because of your energy and your commitment to your education and to your family and your friends, but most of all to yourself. Your out-of-classroom reputation is equally impressive. You've had more than your fair share of titles. State track opens. I'm going to mention the dance team, which finished first place because both my daughters were on the dance team when they were here at Wethersfield. That one's near and dear to my heart. Your varsity sports had a wonderful year of performance. But most notably, this is the thing that I noticed in sharing some information. You've had the most number of good sportsmanship awards. When you excel on a field academically or excel in the classroom, sometimes that gets overlooked. But good sportsmanship speaks to your character and the class that you have. One final sign of your perseverance, obviously, I've heard about these little tags that came out recently. And people have been kidding about it, and I heard Emil mentioned it, and Lynn, you also, I think, have been a great speaker, by the way. I really enjoyed listening to you. But wearing those tags and having a sense of humor about it tells me that you're prepared to deal with the processes that face you in the next few years. When you enter the real world, whether it be college or jobs or any other opportunities, you're going to come across processes and systems, and you're going to say, does this make sense? Why are we doing it this way? And you're going to challenge that. But you guys kept a sense of humor about it. And you can never underestimate the importance of keeping a sense of humor. So class of 17, you're eminently prepared to enter the next stage of life, in my opinion. I hope you always remember your hometown. One of the things we hear a lot about as elected officials, particularly this year, is how difficult it has been for the state of Connecticut. We're challenged, obviously, by a budget for the state that makes Connecticut maybe a little bit less attractive. We talk about trying to get students to come back after their experience, to return to their hometown, because I believe in Wethersfield. I left for 17 years and came back, and I'm proud that I came back. I'm proud I raised my daughters here. I know because of your energy, your commitment, and the class and quality that you exhibit, that you'll serve in many ways wherever you are. But I hope some of you come back to Wethersfield after you finish your formal education and training and consider returning some of that great energy to our community, because we need you. Thank you so much, and I'm very pleased and excited for you.
Good evening. My name is Ashley Morrell, and as the Secretary of the Class of 2017, it is my distinct honor to introduce the Chairperson of the Wethersfield Board of Education, Mrs. Bobby Granado.
Thank you, Ashley, and welcome to all of you who have contributed to this Wethersfield celebration of success in education. You know, just a few weeks ago, on Memorial Day, it was upon us once again, the day we choose to celebrate those who have fought and sacrificed for our freedom. But I found the holiday particularly poignant this year as we coincidentally celebrated the 100th birthday of John Fitzgerald Kennedy. Where has the time gone, I wondered. Just yesterday, I was living in a time people referred to as Camelot. Now I realize that from your perspective, JFK was the 35th President of the United States, and the details of his life, Camelot, and his tragic death are just a part of U.S. history and lore. But for the baby boomers out there like me and some of your parents, he left an indelible mark on our lives. Why? Well, besides his amazing charisma, he was truly a visionary leader. He left behind an enormous legacy of thought, but also a remarkable body of rhetoric with which to explain his vision for the United States. And there's something that JFK once said that I believe is profoundly appropriate for our graduates tonight as they leave their hometown of Wethersfield and go out into a rapidly changing world. Quote, "Change is the law of life, and those who look only to the past or the present are certain to miss the future." So tonight, before we talk about futures, let's examine your past, beginning with that most wondrous first year of education, kindergarten. Yes, kindergarten. Do you remember? Borrowing from author Robert Fulghum, who wrote All I Really Need to Know I Learned in Kindergarten, this is what you learned in your past. First, share everything. Second, play fair. Third, don't hit people. That's a no-brainer. Fourth, put things back where you found them. Clean up your own mess. Don't take things that aren't yours. Say you're sorry when you hurt someone. Wash your hands before you eat. Flush. Warm cookies and milk are good for you. Live a balanced life. Learn some, eat some, draw some, paint some, sing, dance, play, and work some every day. Take a nap every afternoon. And when you go out into the world, watch out for the traffic, hold hands, and stick together. Be aware of wonder. And finally, and perhaps most importantly, and one of the first words you learn to read, the biggest and most important word of all, look. You learned a lot in that first year of school, and much more in the 12 years since. But always remember to look back at your kindergarten lessons because they are the foundation of the character that you have become. Now to the present. Tonight you are celebrating a milestone, graduation from high school. It only happens once. Remember it too, and never forget that an entire town celebrates your success as you receive your diplomas. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating the Wethersfield High School class of 2017. But now, let's all take a deep breath as we look forward, because the stage you are about to step out onto is a little bigger and a little more complicated than your hometown. Out there in that great big world lies your future and the opportunity for continued achievement. You are poised for great things. But there's a potential pitfall here, because if you rely only upon the achievements that have gotten you this far, then the next step might be more difficult. As JFK said, if you look only to the past or the present, we are certain to miss the future. So as you embark on the next chapter of your young lives, I urge you to respect your heritage and all you have learned these last dozen years. But open your hearts and minds to the new challenges and defining moments you will confront in the coming years. If you plant your feet firmly in the lessons of the past, but allow yourself to dream the impossible and believe you can do it, you will succeed. And once again, I look to President Kennedy to set a good example in describing why we set a course of action for our nation to land a man on the moon, an outrageous challenge for the time. He said the following: "We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard." Remember that, because they are hard. So graduates, we've been to the moon. We set our sights high and we accomplished our goal. Now I challenge you to set your sights as high and go out there and do what you dream. To the parents of all the graduates, let me be the first or second tonight to congratulate you on the success you share in tonight. You must be very proud, not only of the accomplishments of your sons and daughters, but of your own will to help them succeed. And to the teachers who guided them through the academic rigors of the past 12 years, congratulations on a job well done. Graduates from the entire Board of Education, I wish you all every happiness, every joy, every success, and every bit of luck in your future. And always remember, the eyes of Wethersfield will always be on the lookout for you, thrilling to your success as you reach for your own moon. Congratulations.
My name is Lynn Landers again, and I'm the treasurer of the class 2017. It is my pleasure to call upon the Wethersfield High School Choraleers, who will perform It's Hard to Say Goodbye to Yesterday.
How do I say goodbye to what we have? The good times that made us laugh and weep the bad. I thought we'd get
I now have the pleasure of presenting a special award entitled the Wethersfield Board of Education Chairperson's Award. This award has been established to recognize the outstanding achievements of a Wethersfield High School student. John Marco's growth throughout his time at Wethersfield High School has been remarkable and admirable at very least. He is an individual who worked extremely hard over the years. The staff that worked with him are extremely proud of his accomplishments. John Marco came to us as an unsure freshman and is now graduating as a proud and confident young man. He carries himself with dignity and is one of the most polite students in our building. John Marco has become a positive role model to those around him. It is with great pride that we recognize him for his remarkable gains, work ethic, and desire to improve himself in all that he does. It is my pleasure to present the 2017 Board of Education Chairperson's Award to John Marco Hinestroza. I would like to call upon board members John Cassio and Kevin Hill to approach the podium to present this year's Awards of Excellence.
Good evening, everyone, and congratulations to all the graduates of the class of 2017. The Board of Education initiated the Wethersfield Board of Education Award of Excellence in 1995. The students in the graduating class have received this award annually at commencement exercises. The student receives a certificate bearing the seal of the town of Wethersfield and the Board of Education, as well as being signed by all the current board members. Their criteria for this award is as follows. The student ranks in the top 15% of the graduating class. The recipient is an outstanding school citizen who has performed significantly service to the school and/or community. The recipient is of sound moral and ethical character and has made a significant contribution to the school or to the community. This year's recipients are very worthy of this honor. And might I say, many of the class of 2017 fit this criteria for the award, so the selection was very difficult. It is my pleasure and distinct honor to introduce the first recipient of the 2017 Wethersfield Board of Education Award of Excellence. This student is kind, inspiring, intelligent, compassionate. Sounds like all of you, right? Student leader who makes a difference in our school. This student is one who never seeks recognition and yet cares about learning, peers, about the world, about the environment, about politics, about art, literature, about writing, including self-expression. This graduate is involved in many activities in the school and has good relationships with the teachers, staff, and peers. Can you guess anyone yet? This graduate always seems to be looking out for others and trying hard enough each day to improve the lives around the world. This student is planning to become a nurse and will continue to help improve the lives of others. This graduate has a huge heart and someone who offers hope for the future in today's workforce in the world. I am pleased to present the first 2017 Board of Education Award of Excellence to Fiona Dunn.
I am honored to introduce the second recipient of the 2017 Wethersfield Board of Education Award of Excellence. This student is incredibly hardworking and dedicated. She is optimistic, funny, outgoing, creative, thoughtful, and approaches each day with a grab life by the horns attitude. To say that music runs through her blood would be an understatement. During her years at WHS, she has been a member of the Winter Musicals, Marching Band, the Wind and Jazz Ensembles, as well as the Corliers Group. Her passion for teaching and working with children is evident by her participation in the Future Educators of America group, as well as being an ambassador of the Bridges programs, which help eighth grade students with their transition up to high school. She is astute, empathetic, intellectually curious, and very articulate about her future aspirations. It's my privilege to present the second Board of Education Award of Excellence to Jacqueline Snide. I now have the pleasure of introducing our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Michael Emmett.
Good evening, everyone. Lily said earlier that the class of 17 has it over the class of 16 with regard to the construction project. I want to give you a little bit of information with regard to the class of 17. Did you know that the class of 17 has a graduation rate of 100%? Yes, it does. I certainly thank you for your perseverance. You know, I thought about what advice I might provide you this evening, and I thought about someone whom I might quote. And it dawned on me that sometimes the experts are right in front of you. So last week I paid a visit to Mrs. Wilkinson's, Mr. Fox's, and Miss Thierfeld's kindergarten classes at Highcrest Elementary School to ask the experts what they would think you need for college, the military, or the employment world. So, to the class of 2017, the class of 2029 offers you the following sage advice. First, bring snacks. You need to bring snacks in case college doesn't have the snacks you want. You should bring a hat so you don't get sunburned. And interestingly, I heard that one multiple times. If you're going into the military, get ready to be yelled at. Bring your pillowcases because in college you don't get pillowcases. For those of you headed to college, bring your backpack with lunch and a pencil box in it. If you're going into the Army, you have to be strong. For those of you entering the workforce, the advice from the kindergartners is to practice to be nice, because if you're mean, you get fired. Sage advice. One concerned student wanted me to remind you to put your seatbelt on to be safe. You also have to bring your car seat, but if you're big, you don't have to. The students wanted me to remind you that you should pack your juice boxes. And a young lady in Mr. Fox's class wanted me to inform you that you go to college to practice what you want to be before you be it. Ms. Stierfeld's class reminds you to bring your stuffed animal with you so you won't be scared. Many students advise you to bring your phones in case you want to call your mom or dad or to text mom when college is done. The unique, intuitive, and honest perspective of our kindergartners gives me reason to remind you that in order to get where you're going, you can't forget where you've been. Utilize your experiences and rely upon your relationships to help you meet the tremendous challenges that lie ahead of you. Think back upon the risks you've taken and how you've tackled adversity. Take stock in the fact that you've worked hard to get where you are, and that strong work ethic you've cultivated must follow you in your future endeavors. The class of 2029 is counting on you. We're all counting on you. We need to know that you're going to make a difference. And we need to know that you will cultivate the positive change that this world so needs right now. To the class of 2017, I wish you great success, happiness, and prosperity. Good luck. I would now like to invite Mr. Thomas Moore, the principal of Wethersfield High School, to the podium for his remarks, followed by the presentation of the class of 2017.
First and foremost, let me wish all the fathers in the audience a happy Father's Day weekend. On behalf of myself, Dr. DeVivo, Mr. Komar, and Mr. Maltesi, let me add our heartfelt and sincere congratulations to all the members of the graduating class of 2017. I must add that it has been an honor and a privilege to have been your principal over the past 4 years. So I'm the only person between you and the awarding of your diplomas, so I'll be very brief. The world in 2017 is a very different place than it was even a few short years ago. Today, it's hard to discern what is true and maybe what is fiction. In the next few years, you'll be the target audience for people who'd like to sway your opinion towards one way or another for their economic or political gain or otherwise. I've had the good fortune to get to know many of you over the past 4 years. I know that you come from good families who have done their best to provide you with everything you need to have to be successful. Rely on your families. Listen to their advice. Take their advice. They have helped you develop a moral compass that will guide you well. As a class, you should be very proud of yourselves and your accomplishments. Look forward to the future with optimism and positivity. Be safe and make good decisions. And now it's time to get down to the business at hand. Superintendent Emmett, Chairperson Granato, members of the Board of Education. As principal of Wethersfield High School, I certify that the members present this evening have completed the requirements for their diplomas or certificates as prescribed by the state of Connecticut and the Wethersfield Board of Education. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to present to you the Wethersfield High School graduating class of 2017. We will now award diplomas. Special presenters and acceptors, if you won't mind moving over to this area, and we will begin.
Emil Monasterial. Lynn Christine Landers. Lindsay Catherine Gordon. Carrie Michelle Lindquist. Serena Faye Tucker. Jack Charles Breton. Lily Margaret Bello, presented by her mother, Amy Bello. Connor Thomas Peterson. Megan Patricia Darrell. Marissa Danielle Landry. Lucas James Vuig. Ashley Jasmine Morrow. When you get after Kanata, I'll take it. Kanata. So I'll push you out of the way. There.
Mohammed Azan Afzal. Michael Sebastian Alessandra. Katie Elaine Allen. Julian Marcelo Amestoy. Yeah. Joseph T. Amodio. James Michael Anderson. Arcari. Nicole Irene Arcari. Sean Kennedy Arquette. Desire Rose Armstrong. Akeem Imre Aiden. Stephanie Lee Ayers. Holly Nicole Babineau. Jamal J. Bagley. Rachel Diane Behuth. Nathaniel Randall Bartenstein. Sarah Ashley Bean. Harudin Bicherovich. Evan Carmelo Rockwell Bernard. Anthony Berry. Matthew Boddington. Taylor Aston Bradley. Victoria Rose Brazel. Luke Gavin Breshnahan. Jeff Bridges. Andre Terrell Brown. Gina Marie Bruno. Ashley Emma Burkell. Melanie Elizabeth Burns. Jacinia Alexis Caceres. Kiana Josephine Calafiore. Anna Elizabeth Canada.
Vanessa Conchetta Carbone, diploma to be accepted by her father, Matt, and Abby.
Mariana Elizabeth Garcia. Joseph William Corelli. Isabella Maria Casal. Matthew Castano. Courtney Serbo. Jared Wells Christensen. Natalie Kate Ciarcia. Devin Sandra Clark. Laura Elizabeth Clark. Derek Roddy Coburn. Jacob Kobath. Audrey Susan Coleman. Andre John Cancel. Nicole Sarah Canelio. Caroline Genevieve Coyne. Christopher Cravero. Destiny Marie Cruz. Justin Paul Cruz. Avishak Jeffrey Doss. Dylan John Delafera. John Anthony Delafera. Nicholas DePinto. Stephen Matthew Desjardins. Hannah Mary DeRoche. Molly Audrey DeRoche. Evelyn Mary DeVoe. Jason Anthony Dignati. Dina Marie DeMarco. Matthew DiMattea. Anthony Christopher Dinalo. Fiona Grace Dunn. Kyle Daniel Ely. Vanessa Faenza. Jin Tao Finn. Jocelyn Marie Figueroa. Brianna Ray Flores. Enrique Alberto Flores. Kyle Maxwell Flynn. Ryan Carter Flynn. Maeve Lauren Foley. Zachary Allen Forrest. Doris Galeri. Monique Ann Gardone. Joseph Donald Gadet. Christian Michael Gilly. Tyler Anthony Gomes. Wanda Gomez. Griffin Michael Grabowski. Garrett Andrew Grant. Emily Nicole Gray.
Colin Pierce Grotke. Diploma being presented by his father, Tom Grotke. Okay.
Amanda Elizabeth Hardy. Kaylee Marie Hart. Bridget Rose Hattie. Is it Hendon? Thank you. Noah Hendren. Brandon Michael Hernandez. Francis Nellie Hernandez. Jared Benjamin Hill. John Marco M. Hinostroza. Admir Hodzik. Key 2. Daniel Walkie. Lauren Marcy Hubschmidt. Abigail Rose Hulk. Ermil Hurrick. Thank you, Emil. Caitlin Elizabeth Iris. Idalis Ann Irizarry. Is he next? He's going to say his name. Matthew John Jablanca.
David Earl Jensen.
Abby Jimenez. Joel Bolivar Jimenez. Emily Rose Kalajian. Stephanie Sabata Kalacharan. Alexander Robert Kaufman.
Caitlin Ann Karakis. Kenneth Paul Kirschbaumer. Aaron Charles Kleinman. Maggie Elizabeth Krozik.
Wait a minute.
Jaden Michael Kruger. Amina Koljancic.
Sorry, Amina.
Brianna Joy Labby.
No.
Yeah. One more row.
Yeah.
Tired?
Almost. I need water.
Yes. It's like llama.
Killer Lane. Yeah.
Khalil Alexander Lang.
Llama.
Kelly Ann Lamo. Kevin Richard Landrigan. Raymond Ronaldo Lozano. Nicholas Lee Laramie.
Jordan.
Jordan Daniel Lasky. Timothy J. Laredo. Megan Nicole Lozan. Sorry, Lozan. Sarah Ann Young Lawler. Cassidy Lynn Lepore. Jeremy Joseph Levesque. Aaliyah Michelle Livingston. Daniel Dranoff Lopez. Rafael Juan Lopez.
Ian Luna?
Yep. Good. Nice. Okay. Ian Gabrielle Luna. William James Maciolik. Erica Ann McLean. Osman Bakhtirovich Mamadov. Gabriella Leah Margiata. Callie Lynn Martin. Jonathan Patrick McAllister, diploma to be presented by his father, Jim McAllister. Catherine Mary McDonald. Olivia Hadley McGrath. Morgan Ashley McMahon. Justin Thomas Michaud. Matthew Gerard Michaud. Benjamin Gallant Milano. Nathan Ryan Miner. This one. Marzan R. Mirzev. Sebastian Henry Mazzeri. Emma Louise Mahler. Christopher Alexander Montalvo. William Anthony Monticello. Michael Edward Murphy. Allison Margaret Nargi. Michael Christopher Nealon. Aiden Robert Nelson. Jenalee Rose Noyes. Zachary Nayari. Alexis Monique Ocasio-Emilion. Amy Marie Oliveira. Sorry. Isabel Ann Opper. Where's he going?
Congratulations.
I want to go after him. Braden Plant. Edwin Manuel Ortiz. Elvira Osmanovic. Angel Lewis Pagan. Kate Lynn Parker. Andrea Chavez Patina. Stevenson Paul. Matthew Richard Pizzora. Emma Jane Peak. Hannah Margaret Pierce. Luis Amelia Perez. Hang on. Mary Elizabeth Peterson. Isabella Marie Petrella. Jasper William Pettigrew. Tyler Joseph Pasewicz. Brianna Marie Platania. Alexandra Faith Pohl. Christian Joseph Prado. Zana Pernicki. Nicholas William Pryor. Madeline Carol Rafalo. Cade Cirrus Ramos Keeler. Madison Ray Rapazzo. David Rabine. Jessica Nicole Roberts. Thomas James Roberts. Brian Carlos Rodriguez. Brianna Iris Rodriguez. Desmond Morrill Rodriguez. Jordan Andres Rodriguez. Luis Manuel Rodriguez. Diamond Liz Roman. Oscar Ansel Romero. Samantha Ann Rosa. Philip Richard Rudak. Eldon Salahovich. Michael David Santiago. Ray Santiago. Christopher Santos. Joyce Marie Santos. Congratulations. Steven Santos. Andrew J. Sanzaro. Alyssa Catherine Troll. Anthony Saragnese. Nora Maria Serrero. Evan Min Setsko. Salah Shi. Eric Joseph Shields. Naomi Michelle Schiff. Trisha Ann Signorello. Gabriela Violet Silva. Richard Angelo Sapala. Aiden Carson Sittler. Jessica Mary Sittler. Patrick Skelly. Sarah Rosalina Barros Silva. Catherine Skoronik. Peter Skoronik. Jacqueline Elizabeth Snide. Angela Carmela Salima. Matthew Keefe Stefanik. Austin Christopher Stefano. Sarah Nancy Stegman.
Getting choked up.
Kendall Marie Sullivan. Emily Barbara Swanson.
Smile. Yeah, enjoy your moment.
Nicholas John Swoverland.
It's your moment. There you go. Smile.
David M. Shimanovsky. Lucas Walter Shemecki. Roshani Tahir. Morgan Emily Tangway.
Now we get smile.
I think Emil's head hurts.
Kayla Rose Tardet. Bianca Rose Tata. Andrew Charles Thomas. Sabrina Julian Torres. Sarah Daisy Truex. Olivia Marie Tyler. Samantha Helen Urban. Casey Christopher Urso. Freya Rain Van Cleve. Devin Joseph Vasquez. Kyle Richard Vasquez. Adam David Bayer. Ricardo Manuel Velez. Hassan Velik.
Two more. Do I have any questions? Okay, we're good.
Christian Venditti. Jair F. Vera Carranza. Peyton Marie Viner. Brian T. Vu. Emily Helen Wadsworth. Tevin Malik Walker. Shaylin Marie Way. Brian Patrick Weed. Paul William Wheatley. Jocelyn Colette Wilcox. Samantha Rose Zapor. Frances Georgina Zelez. Yichen Zhu. Arbin Zoto. Madison Rose Zerblis. Jillian Zaidama.
Two things that I need to mention. One is that the students will be picking up the actual paper diplomas in the cafeteria subsequent to the end of the evening. So therefore, as they provide their recessional out, I'm going to need everybody to make sure that the middle row and the exits are free so that they can get out and then over to the cafeteria to actually pick up their paper diplomas. So this time, I'm going to call upon the class of 2017 to please rise. Led by student class officers Lily Bello, Lucas Ewig, Ashley Morell, and Lynn Landers, I now direct members of the class to move their tassels from the left of their mortarboard to their right, signifying graduation from high school. Our commencement ceremonies are now completed. Congratulations and good luck to all the members of the class of 2017. You're welcome.
saw in the background of hers. You were standing up there like this. I have a video.
Tim Larson.